today I am going to discuss about sequences. Choose some sequences. So, what is a sequence? Sequence is a function f from natural number set to real number set. Means it's a function, it maps from natural number. So, suppose this is a natural number set and this is real number set, and there is a mapping f from natural number set to real number set, then we will call it is a sequence. So for example, I'll give some example. So what I am taking is, suppose my sequence is some 1 by n is my sequence. Okay, so 1 by n is my sequence. Why I wrote like this means the notation of the sequence is like this. Sn, we will call generally Sn is a sequence like this, or in some books you will find like this also. This is called sequence Sn. Okay, so now what I am taking is, I am taking one example, that is 1 by n. 1 by n is my nth term of the sequence. So what I have to take? I have to take the natural numbers and I'll get the real numbers. Natural numbers will start from 1, 2, 3, so on. Everybody knows that. So substitute n equal to 1, you will get what? 1. Suppose if you substitute n equal to 2, what you will get? 1 by 2. N equal to 3, you will get 1 by 3. So on, n means you will get 1 by n, so on. So this is a sequence. So what you got? So 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, so on, 1 by n, so on. This is called a sequence, and this sequence will be in real numbers. Why? Because these numbers are not natural numbers. Sometimes for some sequences it will be natural numbers also. Why? Because real numbers, natural numbers also will be there. But you have taken n value, you have taken natural numbers 1, 2, 3, you applied for this nth term and you got all real numbers. So this is a perfect example for the definition, that is f is a mapping from natural number set to real number set. Okay, now I am going to discuss about range set. What is range? Range means for this sequence Sn, this is the range. So for the sequence, what are you coming here in place of this r? What are the numbers you are getting? That is called the range of the sequence. So I'll give one more example and I will give the definition first. Range is nothing but number of distinct elements. Number of distinct elements are called range. So for example, here all the numbers are distinct. Mean what? Distinct means different. Number of different. So in this sequence all numbers are different. So we can say this complete set is range for the sequence Sn. Okay, now I will take one more example, that is minus 1 to the power of n. This is my sequence. Okay, minus 1 to the power of n is my sequence. If I write the numbers in this sequence, what I will get is, suppose if you substitute n equal to 1, you will get minus 1. If you substitute n equal to 1, you will get 1. If you substitute n equal to 2, so like that it will be minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1. This is the sequence, right? So, but in this, how many different number of elements are there? How many distinct elements are there? Only 2 elements are there. That 2 elements are minus 1 comma 1. So this is the range of this sequence. This is the range of this first sequence and this is the range of the second sequence. Why? Because 1 so many times repeating, we will take it only one time. Minus 1 is also so many times repeating, so we will take minus 1 is also one time only. So this is the definition of a range set. Now I am going to explain about constant sequence. Constant sequence. What is constant sequence? Constant means what? Constant means in the range, here we are discussing about the range. In the range here, infinite numbers are there. In this range, you are having two numbers. Suppose in the range, if there exists suppose only 5 is there. Only 5 is there means your set of sequences means 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 only. So then only single number is existing. So this type of sequences we will call it is a constant sequence. Okay. Next I am going to discuss about bounded sequence. So you all know that bounded sequence means what? Bounded sequence means that term, the particular term will be in the boundaries. Means that number or that set will be it exists in between least value and greatest value. So least value in this we know two terms. What are the two terms? One is lower bound. One is lower bound and other one is upper bound. So one is lower bound and one is upper bound. For the condition for the lower bound is suppose some K1 is existing, here some K2 is existing, our sequence will be in the middle. Sn will be in the middle. So this K1, the lower bound should be less. This upper bound K2 will be more. So you can write it as this lower bound K1 is always less than our Sn is always less than K2. Sometimes equal to is also possible. So this Sn is lying between one lower bound and one upper bound. Then the sequence Sn is called bounded. Next topic is monotonic sequence. What is monotonic sequence? Monotonic sequence. So monotonic sequence means because here two types of sequences will be there. One is increasing sequences. Increasing sequences, for example, 1, 2, 4, 6, so on. This is called increasing sequence. By our common sense, we know that numbers are increasing. So we can say this sequence is increasing sequence. And some sequences are called decreasing sequence, like 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, so on. These numbers are decreasing. Why? Because 1 is greater, 1 by 2 is lesser, 1 by 3 is more lesser. So we can say that this is decreasing sequence. Monotone sequence means it is increasing and decreasing. The sequence will be like this. Sometimes increasing and sometimes decreasing. So sequence will be like this. Then we will call it is a monotone sequence. Now I am going to discuss about convergent. So this is very important. This is very important. Why? Because in complete degree graduation, convergent and not only in graduation, in other competitive exams also convergent sequence is very much important. Okay, so convergent means what? Actually, what is this convergent? Convergent means we will take some sequence Sn. This sequence Sn will reach to some point. Why? Because something. Now I will take one same example, whatever we have taken just now. This is one example we have taken just now. So this is reached to one point. Yes, generally 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 10, 1 by 1 lakh, 1 by something. So 1 by very big number is equal to 0. Generally this sequence is reached to 0. Yes, so like that. Suppose other sequence 1, 2, 3, so on. This is a sequence and we all know that this sequence is reached to infinite. Okay, so suppose any sequence is reaches to a single point and that should be finite. So in this is a convergent sequence, as it is not convergent sequence. Why? Because this sequence is converges to 0, it's a single point. But this sequence is not converges to a single point. Why? Because infinite is not a number. Infinite is a symbol. Why? Because we don't know what is that number. It's a very big number and it's not a single number. So we can call this is a convergent sequence. So by actually what is sequence, what is convergent sequence means? Convergent sequence is nothing but a sequence will reach to a particular point. It will go and it will reach to some particular point. That point we will call generally small l. So this small l is called a limit point. Limit point. So limit point means suppose Sn sequence we have taken, that Sn there exists some L like 0, how it is existing. Like that, suppose any L is existing, then we will say that sequence Sn is converges to L. And we have a definition in our textbook. So what is that definition means? Convergent sequence definition: if Sn is a sequence and for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta greater than 0 such that mod Sn minus L is always less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to m. What is this? Actually, in this you have to concentrate on this. What is this means, girls? See, for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists, like this also you can write, m belongs to z plus. Why? Because we have taken here m, so we can take here also m. So for every epsilon, epsilon is a very much least positive integer. So there exists a least positive integer when, suppose m is, we are taking here, see, we are taking m is an integer. For this convergent sequence, we are taking m is an integer and we are taking a small positive integer. Small positive integer means suppose it is a 0.1 or 0.01 like that. Okay, this is a small positive integer. There is some other positive integer, and what is the condition means this is the condition. What is that? Mod Sn minus L is less than epsilon. So sequence, in the sequence terms will be S1, S2, so on, Sn, so on. These are the terms in the sequence. Whatever I wrote just now, 1, 2, 3, so on. In this, we can say that first 1 is S1, 2 is S2, and 3 is S3, so on, n is Sn, like that. So first term we will call S1, second term is S2, like that. So if we take nth term and if we take our limit point, if we subtract, we will get a least positive integer. Then we will call this sequence is convergent sequence. Okay, and you are having one more definition, divergent. Divergent means which is not convergent, that is obviously divergent. Means it will not, there exists no single point L will not be existing here. Here that sequence, whatever the sequence you are taking, that sequence will reach to plus infinity or minus infinity. So it will not reach to a single point, it will reach to plus infinity or minus infinity, and then we will say that this is a divergent sequence.